Wait, are you going to do the welcome part?
Yes, I am. Figure it out.
I'm waiting for you to do it.
I know, but I always feel like I started. Like, hello and welcome back. I hate that. Like the hello. Whoa. Whatever.
Say aloha.
No, we're not in Hawaii and we have nothing to do with Hawaii.
I want to go to Hawaii.
Welcome back. The CFL podcast is back a day late.
Dollar short. $0.
Yes. Well, with my cool editing skills, we'll chop it down to make it maybe something. Okay, we are on episode number 23 of the CFL podcast. Grace and I are back after our travels to Michigan, which you could see above, episode 1. Also, did you look?
I just looked up.
Nice. Let's see if we get it directed more to the top. Episode 1, you can see the following week we were at the SBS Championships where Albert and Joe
cool.
both took first place. Jess did great, and so did Lily. They competed there as well, too. And now Grace and I are back to answer your questions.
CrossFit questions.
Dun, dun, dun.
Questions.
Back with the CrossFit questions.
Questions.
Okay, we have pretty much one.
So this is from Dan Dryden.
Gone for 3 weeks. Shout out to Dan. Always asking questions. Always commenting below. Dan,
shout out.
you're an all-star, buddy. Okay, go with his questions.
Okay, so I haven't read this yet.
I know. She's gonna. It's hilarious.
I think it's funny, but I haven't read it yet.
It's funny. It's a funny question. Okay,
Question.
shoot. Go.
What about beach muscles? To elaborate, CrossFit is great for functional strength, metabolic conditioning, probability of surviving a bear attack, etc., but doesn't have a specific focus on hypertrophy.
Good job.
Thank you.
Hypertrophy.
Hypertrophy.
I know. Keep going.
Can the WOD be adapted to get swole for summer too? Ought it be supplemented by isolation training, or should I learn to accept that true yokedness comes from within and stick with the program?
Yes.
Great question, Dan.
That is a great question.
Great question.
And
Yokedness. Yokedness?
yokedness. Yeah. So. Yeah, you could add in easily.
So yeah.
Depending, well, I mean, you could depending on your goals, right? You could add in twice a week over in the weightlifting corner with the dumbbells. You could hit a little dumbbell bench press, working in sets of 8 or 12, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. I should clarify. Doing a little dumbbell bench press, 3 sets of 8 to 12
curls for the
bicep
girls.
curls, hammer curls.
Tries for the guys.
So yeah, you could supplement in.
Chest.
Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I didn't have one.
Yeah, I know.
For the best.
Okay, chest for the best.
That's all I had.
That's bad. Okay, so yeah, you could supplement that in.
For the rest. Sorry, you hate when I do that. I'm sorry.
That makes no sense. Okay, so you'll be able to supplement in some of the dumbbell work. That's what I would say work with the dumbbells. When doing when doing, I guess isolated exercises for the chest or for the biceps. We really do a lot of shoulder work, so you wouldn't have to really too much about that, but you could do some shoulder presses in as well to add some more. But work in 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps and nice and slow control. It's all about the nice slow, the squeeze, and then, and then the nice
also
slow.
Come to Sunday mobilities.
So yeah, so if you do supplement it in, start with those repetitions that I had suggested. Go over there, just work it in a day or two, skipping every other day. That way, you could see how you're gonna respond to it. But you could easily add that in along with some more protein in your diet.
Protein in your diet.
Some more protein in your diet, bro.
Speaking of
diets, yes. So Grace and I are gonna start this new thing. You guys will follow it along.
It's gonna be hysterical. He's not gonna live. I don't think you.
I'll be doing deadly stunts for the sake of your entertainment. You don't really know what it is, and you can't start off with "he's not gonna live."
It's a hook. Now they're hooked.
Now they're hooked. Please, ma'am, no cell phones.
One time.
Okay, so what we got going on is Grace and I are going to be working through some what we call fad diets.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. We're going to go through some fad diets. We're starting with the Whole30.
Whole30.
Because it's a whole lot of jazz about it. So we're going to start with the Whole30.
Like,
we're
you
gonna
can
go
say that, but I can't say
weeks.
chest for the best. But you can say a whole lot of jazz about it.
It took you like 10 minutes to get that last one out.
Well, I said for the rest after.
I know. So nobody even knew. You just literally yelled the rest at one point and muttered into the chest. So what was it? Curls for the girls and chest for the rest.
Chest for the guys. Chest. I didn't have one.
All right. So
I said for the best. And then I said for the rest because you said the best wasn't good.
Back to our regular scheduled program. Grace and I are going to be trying out different diets. We're going to be documenting them as we try it. So what that means is we're going to take the camera in there to the grocery store. We're going to show you how we bought the food for Whole30s. We're also going to provide a bunch of links below. We're going to be ordering some of it online through Amazon. So we'll provide the links for the the oddball things we can't just find at the grocery store. We're also going to take you guys into the kitchen. We're going to show you meal prep, how we prep it. And then we're also going to have, which Grace will probably think is the funniest, our kind of weekly check-ins with the diet as I slowly fade away.
We should have it like they do in like reality TV when they like go into a room and it's just the
confessional?
camera in there. Yeah. Like on Jersey Shore when they just go in there and like talk to the camera about what's going on.
Pretty much like what we're doing right now.
You'll be like, day 2.
Day 2. It is just the me
Not-
eating a box of
not
cookies.
thriving.
Just eating
Don't
cookies.
tell Grace.
Day 3. So we'll see how, mostly, it's not too far off her diet, but
Yeah.
it's a little straight away from mine. I may or may not be known to have a sweet tooth. So we're going to strip the sugar completely out of the diet. You want to give us a little rundown? What is Whole30?
So Matt doesn't totally know what he's getting himself into.
No, not yet.
So here on camera, you will see the first reaction of me explaining to Matt what he's actually getting himself into starting on Monday.
All right, bring it
So
down.
the Whole30 diet,
What's the diet about? Give us the elevator pitch.
it's like to bring you back to like whole, natural, regular foods and nothing that upsets the digestive tract. So like nothing that's been man-made, nothing that like has been known to have any link to like, I don't know, anything that could upset
Okay,
you.
well, give us an example.
And then
What?
you kind of
What
add them
is
back
it?
in. Dairy, legumes, wheat, all kinds of things.
You take out legumes?
You take out everything, my friend.
Legumes are actually really good for you. I don't know why you would take that out of your diet. Chickpeas?
So, you cannot have dairy. This includes butter.
Okay, so hold on. This is our list of cannot have foods, right?
Yeah.
So while I'm on Whole30, we are restrictive of
Dairy.
dairy.
Grains.
What does that mean?
Corn.
Okay.
Quinoa. Quinoa.
Quinoa.
Wheat, rye, and sprouted grains. None of
Okay.
them. None of them. So I feel like on other diets, you can still have rice. No rice.
Okay, so no rice.
corn.
So moving on, what else can we
No
not have?
anything, really. The only kind of like hearty kind of carbohydrate you can have like that is potatoes. But you can have both kinds of potatoes.
Sweet
I mean, all
potatoes and
kinds of
regular
potatoes. I guess there's multiple, but like white potatoes, sweet potatoes, Yukon
So-
Golds.
Can we eat meat?
Yeah, you can eat a lot of meat.
Chicken,
You can
beef?
eat any kind of unprocessed meat. So there's bacon that's like unprocessed, nitrate free, all that. It's kind of hard to find. I guess it probably wouldn't be hard to find at like Whole Foods.
Amazon.com?
I don't think that I would buy meat on Amazon.
Why not? You're going to be buying everything from Amazon in the next 5 years. Said it here first. On the CFL podcast.
So no like sausages, deli meats, anything like that that's been like messed with, refined, processed at all. Other than that, you can have all the meats.
Okay. So that's it?
And no beans, no soy of any kind. So no tofu, soy sauce, miso, edamame. Also no chickpeas, peas, or lentils.
Okay.
So that's kind of a lot. No alcohol, which is just like sugar. But kombucha is okay. Vanilla extract is not. So some people like mix up desserts with that.
You're not going to get very good reacting to it.
All right. So with you're just that's
No
because
legumes! Ah!
you're just like trying to. So
Yeah, I know it's gonna suck. I'm not gonna be able to have any coffee creamer. I'm not gonna be able to have any honey
can
nut
have collagen
Cheerios. I'm not gonna be
creamer.
able to have milk.
you can't have honey
Wait,
nut Cheerios.
we could have eggs, but we can't have dairy.
You can have eggs aren't dairy
Okay. I don't know why I thought that.
because they sell them at the. Everyone thinks they're dairy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Eggs are eggs. The fats that you can have: coconut milk, coconut oil, avocados, olive oil, ghee, which is like clarified butter. They just take out the solids, and nuts. You gotta check your nuts.
Okay.
You gotta check the kind of packaging you have in
So there's no sugar
the
in it?
nuts you buy to make sure there's no sugar. Because those
Alright.
Americans, they add sugar to everything. I'm telling you. Fruits and vegetables, like pretty much every one of them is okay except corn, lima beans, and peas. But green beans are okay. That's a kind of a bean, but green beans are okay. And also, a little quick fact for you. Did you know that frozen fruits and vegetables are like not only usually better on your wallet, but they're always frozen right when they're at their peak of like having the best nutrients in them. So you get a lot when you eat a frozen vegetable or fruit because it's not like gone right past its date and lost all that stuff. It's like frozen at its peak time. So that's when you're eating it, when you reheat it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a little known fact for you.
Factoid.
And then going organic with the Whole30. They say it's more important to choose organic meats versus organic vegetables if you have to make the choice, because that's kind of like choosing the amount of hormones that are being put into the animal versus the amount of like pesticides that are on the outside of the fruit. And then whenever you're going organic, just to think of the peel. So like oranges probably don't need to be organic. You're not going to eat the outside of it where all the pesticides would go anyways. I mean, it's probably always better, but you know,
Banana.
if you had to make. So the things that you are allowed to have. So these delicious things for you. Almond and coconut flour.
Okay.
Apple cider vinegar. Mustard.
I hate mustard.
You are supposed to be excited about these.
I'm excited about mustard. You know I don't like mustard.
I'm telling you what you're allowed to eat.
Okay.
Coconut aminos, which is like kind of like soy saucy. Carob. Chia. Coconut water without sugar, and mayonnaise made without sugar. So you have to like make your own mayonnaise. Another thing the Whole30 does is they try to tell you to not like imitate foods. So it's try to get away also not just from the stuff that you can't digest very well, but like all the habits we have. So even though you can make like...
That's because the lady that started it was a drug addict.
Are you serious?
Yeah, if you watch the whole thing, I did my research too. It's 4 hours of us doing that back and forth. Yeah, so I think she used the Whole30 to also kick a bunch of bad lifestyle habits. Like she was a drug addict and different things like that.
Cool.
So she like stripped everything back down, went to like a whole food diet, like it cleansed like her body and her mind or whatever. I guess
so you're like allowed to have. There's like a whole fight about it. Is like Lara bars.
Okay.
Because technically they're only made with like ingredients that you're allowed to have, but they kind of are supposed to like taste like dessert. Like they're not like it's called like apple pie is like a Lara bar flavor.
Wait, so we're allowed to have the Lara bars or not?
There's like a whole debate about it. I think that some of us are gonna have to. Some of us might. Oh, you're
Maybe.
just wow. You are very confident about.
No,
this.
I'm actually rushed right now. That's why.
Oh.
So I'm not. I'm just like.
Okay.
It hasn't really sunk in, I guess.
And I wanted you
I'm
to
the type
know-
too that's gonna blow it off until like day 3, and then I'm gonna be kicking and screaming. So don't worry about my reactions now. Wait till we get into the program.
So these are.
I'm sure you will have plenty of reactions.
Super good desserts that you can have. I wrote down 6 of them for you.
Okay, well let's hold that. Let's hold off. We're getting a lot right now. I want to make a lot of cool videos with this. Do you want to give anything in particular?
No.
Go ahead. Let's give 2 desserts that I will. What do you think out of that list of desserts that I will most likely be trying to live off of for the next 3-4 weeks, 30 days, I guess. So I'm a terrible sweet tooth. It's a bad habit I have at night. Like I'll eat like cereals or different things like that. For the most part, I eat really good up until then. So that's why she's saying.
Yeah, you eat pretty good throughout the day.
Yeah, I do.
He doesn't eat fruit though. He doesn't like fruit or the texture of it. Which
okay,
is like,
we don't need to go over all my eating things here. Let's just go back to the desserts.
Which is like the only place you're gonna get a sweet tooth. The only way you're gonna get a sweet tooth during this.
We'll see. It's just gonna grin and bear it. If you guys know why I'm acting like a jerk,
You're gonna be like,
yeah,
this kale.
I'm leaving here and having an In-N-Out after this. What's the dessert?
Well, I'm trying to find ones that don't have fruit. So one of them that you can have is coconut almond butter bites.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That sounds fine.
I'm a huge fan of coconut, but yeah.
It's kind of like all coconut.
I know everything in this diet's coconut.
And then this one I liked is baked almond butter banana. But like, I expected it to be like another word, like baked almond butter banana bread, baked almond butter banana.
No, it's a diet
squares?
dessert, which
it's
is
just
not
baked
really
almond butter
dessert.
banana.
Yeah. So this will be fun. So what we'll do is I'm going to be gone this weekend in San Diego, so we'll probably have to actually shoot another podcast at the end of the week just to keep on schedule. Fun for you. And
well, maybe like the stuff that we're buying online and like...
Oh yeah, that's what we'll do. So we're gonna go through. We're gonna do different things for you guys. We're gonna make some small little vlogs, as you've seen. We'll take you guys into the grocery store. We'll kind of make a fun little movie about how we went shopping, where we bought this stuff, what we bought. That'll be one video. I don't know if we'll be able to do a meal prep one this week because I'll be gone.
Who's gonna be meal prepping this week?
You, or we could do it on Friday as much as we can without the food going bad sooner than later. Whatever, I'll fund it. So we'll go into the grocery store together. We'll kind of take you guys along, and then we'll do a couple meal preps on some certain dishes that we like to eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be
I
fun.
feel like all we're gonna be doing is grilling.
Probably grilling, probably a lot of shots of the grill, probably a lot of prepackaged stuff and funny things. So if you guys want to join along, what's the start date? The actual start date? The 26th?
June 25th.
June 25th, Monday. You know that?
No.
22nd is Friday, 23rd is Sunday, 24th, 25th. You're right. So June 25th,
It's
Grace
a
and I will
Monday.
be, it's a Monday, we'll be embarking upon
Always start a diet on a Monday.
Whole30, yeah, whatever. So we'll be embarking upon, then we chose it because I come back from
San Diego.
yeah, but do be cautioned, if you do jump on this with us, you will have to go through 4th of July with no alcohol. So that might be a problem for some. We'll have to see. But if you guys have questions about the Whole30 diet or just anything else as we go, please feel free to comment below. We're also going to be releasing this through Facebook. Forgot to tell you that. We're going to distribute it through Facebook.
Forgot to tell my co-host.
Most of you guys watch through Facebook, so we'll start putting more and distributing through Facebook. So if you guys have any questions about the diet, or if you guys have any questions for the podcast, let me know. Dan, if you're still watching this, if you need any extra hips with the bodybuilding, buff and toughness, come find me. I'll write it out on a little post-it so you can see anything you want to say to the folks before we leave. All right, that's it, and we're out.